Welcome back, your beauties. Time to do a deep dive into the world of entertainment and have a little bit of fun. And we're going to catch up with some of our favorite celebs. And one of our favorite celebs, Xavier, has very kindly offered to stick around. Exo is going to be performing in just a moment. But we thought, because you're kind of young and funky and cool and hip, that you would actually know what we're talking about here. Now, we'd love to get your perspective, because you're kind of on an arc now, my friend. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about you like this pretty soon. So it's great to have you. Yeah,
well,
man.
I don't know if people have noticed, but on your neck, you've got your tattoo that says Dreamer. Yeah. And I think it's very fitting for our first story.
Just give a sexy little turn there.
Just let turn and the camera will see your Dreamer. Yeah. There we go. It's focusing on that.
The beard.
There we go. So it's very in line with our first story, in fact, because Leah Bonawaka is a 22-year-old who recently graduated from Gqeberha, who was hooked on some highly addictive drugs and gracefully endured to clean himself up and went to school, and now he's a graduate from the Nelson Mandela University. Boom. Now, he explained by saying that he was a victim of peer pressure that led him to do the drugs, and he is grateful that his life had turned around and he can be better. How is that?
You know, when so often we focus on the flip side, the spicy stuff in entertainment, news and that sort of thing, we miss the real golden story. And when we think of how many kids are going through that narrative right now, not many of them end up...
Just kids, everyone.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah, it's just your environment.
Yeah.
It's who you surround yourself by. Good people won't let you do bad things unless they want to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think it's just who you surround yourself with. If you're going to chill with people that drinks every day, you can end up drinking
every day. No, for sure. And unfortunately, we've got communities that are set up like that, unfortunately, for various reasons. But that is a magical story. And I'm so glad that that is trending and that people have jumped on that. Absolutely beautiful, man. Well done. So let's get into a little bit of that spice. And this is crazy because we know both of these people quite well. And we just wanted to put something to bed and be grown-ups about this. So DJ Zinhle has spoken quite candidly about her friendship with the beautiful Pearl Thusi, who's honestly one of my absolute favorites as well, shedding some light on the speculation that they've ended their friendship. The world is going to stop turning. Well, Zinhle said that their relationship had grown into a sisterhood, and the evolution of their careers had resulted in them having to spend some time apart. It happens as you get a bit older. She also added that their friendship is centered around real-life things, and that they are friends forever and are not bothered by what people have to say. And I mean, thank you for just putting that to bed. It's ridiculous that they would actually have to talk about this sort of stuff. By virtue of the fact that we're talking about it, I suppose it begs a...
I was more excited by the fact that they might have a reunion again, and looking at Pearl entering this DJ world as well now.
Boy.
Imagine the two of them collabing on some tunes.
Bro,
and then we put your vocals on top of that.
I mean, I wouldn't think it.
Let's put that out there.
Shoot your shot, yo. Shoot your shot.
We've got an idea for you.
I can try some vernacular.
Yeah. But look, it does speak to, I think, how relationships do change. And especially someone like you, I'm sure you're going to go through this a lot, man. Some of your friendships are going to change. They're going to get stronger. You're going to meet new people and different people along the way. It's a crazy ride to be in the media and go through that. And I think it's not as crazy as it thinks, because you have these media relationships and friendships, and then you have real relationships and friendships. And I really hope that amongst these journeys that artists like this go through, that you have your real, that can really keep you humble, keep you grounded. If you still got that.
You need your core values. You need your core values. Otherwise, you'll just end up being a feather in the wind.
Got to stand for something. Or you fall for anything. I love it. I'm going to jump on this next story because I didn't realize how much of a fan of Justin Bieber I actually am. And I think from like the, clap for the man.
Now more than ever,
and what are his fans called?
Believers.
Believers. There we go. I'm a believer. Okay, and I'm proud to say it. So award-winning pop star Justin Bieber and his model wife, as one has, Hailey Bieber, have recently announced that they are going to be parents. Let's take a little look at this. I mean, that's how you do it. I would imagine some famous American director probably did that, shot that video on his like 1950s cinematic, whatever thing. It's just
so good.
Beautifully done, yeah, and it captures a moment. But I think for the pair, this is quite a big thing. They posted pictures, obviously, of them renewing their vows at an open-air ceremony, and then Hailey was cradling the baby bump, which looked so cute. Super excited for both of them, and I love the fact that they've got something else to focus on, because I think Justin's obviously been with his health, has been going through a bit of a thing, a scary thing at the moment. So this is kind of something that's just going to bring them back down to earth, and it's a big thing in both of their lives. So we wish them well, man. We wish them well.
I don't know if it's a boy or girl, but I really do hope this one lasts. I think everything that we've seen so far seemed to be genuine. It seems to be like there's real meaning here. And a lot of us buy into this love a lot of the time because we believe in love, especially being on the outside. So as genuine as this seems, I think time will tell if this can really last and go through the sort of external pressures that this
celebrity
industry,
mold.
That they've got to go through and still be themselves amongst it all. But I really, really hope this one lasts forever. I'm standing behind this relationship. Yeah.
Now, you got this, Beebs. You got it. I believe.
Ah, you're a believer. You've been dubbed a believer. Well, we're going to bring you some royal news. Now, Prince Harry sparked fears about his future with King Charles and the rest of the royal family, as the King's decision with the Prince has a wide array of questions about the future and everything. Now, claims about it all have been brought to light by royal commentator and expert Tom Bauer. Now, weighing in on everything during his most recent interview, he warned about an impending shift in Buckingham Palace's relationship with Prince Harry. Now, he spoke especially of King Charles, as well as the expert was quoted saying, "It's impossible to exaggerate the significance of King Charles's decision not to see his son Harry while Harry is in the UK for the Invictus Games." That's the end of the quote. He also said it's an ambiguous statement that Harry is not welcome, that the relationship between the father and son has broken down, perhaps irretrievably.
Can I put this into context, Jack? Because now you've got, obviously we know that King Charles is going through his own battle with cancer at the moment, and the family is dealing with some pretty big waves in that sense. Imagine what it would take for a father and son not to connect while that is all going on. When you talk about the duty of being the monarch and what you have to take on board, and how the Queen carried that through her reign, how much of that responsibility would be weighing on King Charles right now for him to step away, knowing what they've been through together, what they've lost as a family. And it's difficult for me to just see them as royals like this. But I think the last vote that came in from, or referendum from the people, it's almost 50-50 now in terms of what people are wanting out of the monarchs, whether they do represent British culture anymore, if they want them to stick around. Are you a pro-royalist? I love it. I love that part of their history.
I enjoy it. I don't really. I'm more worried about what goes in our country.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm more worried about what goes. I think there's a lot going on in the world that needs to change, and I think people are worried too much about the nice things and the beef and the Met Galas and whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
There's bigger things going on in the world.
Yeah, baby's dying.
100%.
I think it's interesting now to see this time that we live in and seeing how monarchs need to make this decision of, do we resonate with the people or do we continue to possibly dictate? And I think this is where this sort of conflict is now starting to develop, where seems like someone's for the people, it seems like some people might not be there for the people, and how you navigate this new way of going forward and what you represent in the space becomes very, very tricky. And I think that's what's playing out right now, and that's what's causing this conflict too. So it's an interesting road ahead, yeah.
I think we need a king and queen back in South Africa.
Oh,
Let's just go.
We've got some incredible kings and queens,
I'll be there for
actually.
that, man. I will rally to that cry.